What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? This is a live episode of Zam Sports. I'm your host, Zam, here with the special guest in the building. We got Game Blitz, Izzy 6 in the
What's up?
building. Everybody make some noise!
What's up? Everybody, good for having me on. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, you ready to cover this, man?
Yeah, let's
I
get
know
it.
you seen what happened this weekend, right? I know you seen what happened
Yeah,
this weekend.
I definitely seen. I seen Kawhi was on the heater, man. I looked, turned it on. Kawhi was he was on a burner, bro. He had motherfuckers on blades, roller blades, and everything. I didn't know he had a
Oh,
little
man.
handle on him too. He got a low key a bag, but
Oh,
he's
man,
deadly
he's,
from
he's
that mid
been.
range.
Yeah, he been had a bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? He been had a bag. But what we dealing with today, man, is going over everything dealing with the All-Star weekend, man. If you guys were not tuned in to what happened this weekend, it was the NBA All-Star weekend. As you guys know, many festivities going on, many different events. We're going to touch base on every single event, but more so covering over the main event, y'all, which is the NBA All-Star game, which the format was actually switched up, changed up for the first time. I want this is something that we're going to talk about. But before we get into this, man, Izzy, like, do you like what the NBA All-Star weekend brought, or do you not like what the NBA All-Star
Yeah,
weekend
I
brought
like
this
it as
weekend?
far as it's more competitive. It's more like I kind of when Kevin Durant made the comments and said what he said, like. You got some people don't play defense and stuff like that. Then it's kind of like you said, he made the adjustment to some people to start actually liking it more. Because it was people were just going out there really with no kind of incentive. But they doing better. They doing better.
Hey, man, shout out to the chat that's tuned in with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Avia
Shalom,
Barak in the
shalom.
building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Earth Hill and Angel. Shout out to Derpy. You know what I'm saying? 51st Street. You understand? First and second. He said, hey, man, he said this shit was ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's feeling dealing with this All-Star weekend. And he said, I'm going to be real. Once the old heads retire, I ain't watching shit going forward, bro. Hey, man, peace and blessings to everybody out there, man. As you guys see, let's get a little bit into the stats. Now, something I want to cover here. We're looking at the stats here from game one, as you guys see right here, right? Let me scroll down, get rid of this ad. But as you guys see right here, man, look at the stats right here, Izzy. Game one. All right, we got a 4-game format, really a tournament. Format was switched up, Game Blitz, Izzy, to
Hmm.
where you got Team World, you got Team USA Stripes, and then also Team USA Stars. With the Team World consisting of the best players that are not from America, as far as
Hmm.
born and raised. Then you also have the Team Stars who ended up winning the entire event, which are the up and coming, what they would consider the up and coming NBA stars moving forward. And then you got the old, what they were called USA Stripes, which
Hmm.
are the veterans, uh, players who have already earned their stripes, who are set in stone to probably even retire and go to the Hall of Fame, all combined in one team. What do you think about the new format, Izzy?
It's pretty decent. I like the new format. It's pretty decent. But I would say this here. I didn't know that. Like Jamal Murray was when I seen him on a different team. Like, dude, I thought dude was American. It's crazy because the only thing I don't like is I also seen Norman Powell as well on the Europe team, and it's like some of these guys that's I know that like even with Shea, like they grew up in like they was born. I feel like because you was born in like one of those places, like you can see Giannis and them got an accent. You can see Nikola Yo. You can actually that they actually different for like growing up in them spots. But it's kind of weird because what's up?
Oh man, go ahead, keep going.
What's
Keep
up,
going.
brother?
We're
What's
gonna let
up,
him
brother?
talk in
What's
a
up?
second. I'm just bringing them on, but go ahead and
Oh,
continue
that's
to
good.
keep
It's kind
flowing.
of different because I didn't even like. I don't feel like they should really be considered on that team like that because it don't seem like it seems like you know what I'm saying. It seems like they're American players to me. They got the American accent. They just was born in there. So, but I know how it go. Like like they don't got that
Well,
accent. Like.
Well, I mean, I appreciate your insight. We got Kay Leonard in the building. I want since I just brought him on,
Oh, Kawhi
let's
Leonard.
get his insight real
That's
quick, and I'm
Kawhi
gonna give
Leonard
you
for
guys
real?
my insight on this. No.
Oh shit.
Hey, go ahead and
Man,
introduce yourself,
man,
bro. It's your first
man.
time on the show. What's going on, my brother in the building?
What's up, brother?
Shalom, brother.
Shalom,
Shalom.
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 Oh man. Did y'all see Anthony Edwards out there?
That was a beast,
Yeah.
man. I love Anthony Edwards.
Anthony, I ain't gonna lie, Edwards. This man, he
That
was
dude nice.
a baller, man. I was like, yo, this is the future face of the league right here, bro. Like, it's all cap with what he talking about, man. Like, he is the future face of the league. I don't care what nobody say. But man, I felt bad for Wemby, bro, because shoot, the old heads was giving it to him the whole time.
We gonna get into that. I'm glad you said that. And so the question I'm gonna ask you, bro. Right? We just asked Game Blitz Izzy. You know what I'm saying? As far as what was brought as a whole this weekend for the NBA All-Star Weekend, do you like what was presented, or do you not like what was presented as a whole?
I think I like it way better than what I've been seeing for the past 10 years. Not gonna lie to you. What I've been seeing for the past 10 years was more of a outdated version of what we used to get, you know, in the early 2000s and mid 2000s. But now it's like a new energy has arisen, you know? So with the new competition and the new standards for the NBA All-Stars to compete now, I think it's going to be some tough matchups in the near future for real.
Right. No, I definitely can see where you're coming from. Well, you know, I'm gonna say this, right? I didn't like what I seen from this weekend's NBA All-Star game as a whole. Matter of fact, guys, in the words, don't say it, of my friend Chris Broussard, I loved it. I loved it, y'all. And let me explain why I loved it. Like what you just said earlier, Game Blitz Izzy. Why, like what you just said earlier, you don't say my guy Kay Leonard. Like what you said earlier, the fact that you don't know what you was walking into as far as what you was seeing this year with the All-Star game because of what we've seen over the past, let's just be honest, 7 to 8 years. It's been pretty much a game to where it's not glorified anymore, to where we grew up watching the game in the old school times, like what was said in the comment earlier, you know what I'm saying, from Derpy, right? Where he came up in a time where, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, it was the old school players that really, you know what I'm saying, put their heart and their grit towards it. We're not getting that no more, right? You have the players that's coming in, they just throwing up half-court shots when they want to, right? It's not really showcasing why they are actually the best players in the world. And so because of this, I do feel that what Adam Silver did was take notes as far as what's been floating around in small media, like what we're doing right now. We all know that everybody's been saying over the past couple of years that these Europeans are taking over the league as far as the NBA, as far as being listed as the top 5 players in the NBA. If you look at the top 5, as far as who's considered the top 5 over the last few years, it's definitely 90% of them has been players that are born and raised not from the United States.
And that's bullshit.
And now with players like Wembanyama, players like Jokic, and we're just talking about, and I know we talked about this earlier, Izzy, right? You know, as far as how you don't feel that he's deserving of even winning the MVP or even being considered somewhat of a great player. That's another argument, if and but but it still stands. He's a 2-time MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, an MVP, right? Jamal Murray, champion, right? You got Wemby, you got all these players, Luka Doncic, all these players are now making a name for themselves in the NBA. And so Adam Silver definitely was like, you know what? I know that the United States players is jealous. Let's just go on ahead and switch up, you know what I'm saying, and bring some intensity. just how they brought intensity, you know what I'm saying, in life. They segregated everybody. This is exactly what they did here with the NBA All-Star game. We're going to segregate the players. We got the old heads in one spot. We got the young boys in one spot that's rising, talking all this crap. And then we got, you know what I'm saying, these European players that's been chirping for the last couple of years saying that they better than United States.
Yeah, that shit is not even. That's
And this is why this is why I love from what I've seen this weekend, because we got to see this intensity again. We got to see defensive intensity. The tone was set from the start from Wemby at jump ball.
Man.
So, I mean, I don't know if y'all heard, but like, I want to see if I can find that. But Anthony Edwards actually talked about that, right? How it started from, from jump ball. Check this out.
All right, you all go to overtime in the first game, and you wanted the ball that first possession. All right, what'd you see?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Wemby set the tone. So it's hard not to match that. So shit, that's what happened.
And what do you?
Sorry for my language. That's what happened.
Hey, and that's what he said. I mean, but that's my thoughts and opinions on it. We'll dive deep a little bit into each event, but as far as overall as a whole, because of the new All-Star game format, the way it played out, this was the first time that we actually got to see the players actually take it serious, at least 75% of the game. But what do y'all think about that?
Man, everything that you broke down so far, man, it makes sense. It makes sense. He's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and stir up everything that they talk about behind the scenes, and let's just put it out in the forefront through competition. So let's go ahead and actually put the young bucks together. Let's put the old heads together, and let's put the people that's not even from the United States together, just to see, what everybody in the league is talking about, And I think that it played out well in the forefront, because now we could get to be able to see, like, okay, now I know who's the future. Okay, now I know who still got it. Or okay, now I know who to look out for in other countries. It's more so they're putting an eye on a lot of these other different players that we tend to actually overlook. Like, I overlook.
Who do you think? Just based off of, I mean, are you just talking about based off of this weekend, or are you just talking about in general? So who do you think was overlooked? Who do you think was overlooked and definitely made a statement?
Kevin Durant.
KD, for sure. Yeah. For sure. Because I thought that KD was past his prime. I thought that KD wasn't going to be the old KD again. But shoot, he stepped to the plate this weekend for sure.
No, I mean, that's a great point. I mean, we look at here. This is my only thing is, I'm looking at the impact from, we're looking at game one. Let's look at game one. All right. Matter of fact, I want to say this is game 4, Stars versus Stripes. Let's go to game one. All right. Let's look at what we got here. All right. Stars and Stripes. Okay. It looks like we got Kevin Durant. We got him at 0 points, but let me double check, because I know he put in work from what I was seeing. I watched the game. So I think these guys got their stats wrong as far as the list. Let me look at game 2 here. Y'all bear with me. All right, Team World, Team Stars. Hold on. There we go. This is the one I want to look at right here. Team Stars versus Team Stripes. All right, this is the one that matters. I feel like some will call this the actual All-Star game, where you had, the old heads against the young heads. Hold on, somebody turn your volume down.
Yeah,
a huge echo. Yeah, okay. But look at this right here, though, Izzy. Look at this. Right, I know y'all say KD, but as I'm looking at it, I don't really see him having a huge impact in this game. Only two field goals out of 4 attempts. I'm looking at the usage from everything, from everybody else. As far as on the team, you got a lot more from Jaylen Brown, a lot more active all around from LeBron James. And even a lot more from Kawhi Leonard, but I don't really feel as if KD made a statement. He's already said himself as one of the top players of all time. So what are you guys getting at as far as KD?
So I'm talking about the eye test. So you know how when old heads, you can tell when they actually are slower and they don't have that capacity to do it anymore. KD is one of them ones to where you're like, okay, well, can he be able to run with the big dogs? Can he be able to still do it? Because every single team that KD has been on so far, we question that. You know what I'm saying? But now, when he actually is out there, you like, okay, he's running with the big fellas. He can be able to still put up buckets, but at the same time, he could be able to do the tangibles as well. So it's not just about his numbers. It was more so, what did he do? Okay, did he set up screens? Did he go ahead and actually box out? Did he go ahead and actually do all of those small different things out there in the court? And I was seeing him and I was watching him and I was like, okay, so he could play other parts and he could play other roles that could help get guys buckets, that could help actually get guys assists. So I thought that KD was definitely a surprise to me out there, because it wasn't about like him actually putting up numbers per se. It was about him being a good teammate. I thought that he was a great teammate. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, that's
and
a great argument.
yeah, and LeBron James too. You know what I'm saying? He's 41 years old and he's jacking up threes and he's making them. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, shoot, everybody keeps talking about LeBron James can't shoot threes, but then again, shoot, he out there making these threes. So he another one.
No, definitely. I just think that. What do you think, Izzy? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I know.
it's also like when you were saying like the Kevin Durant of old, like these guys, we can see God now. The medicine is different. These niggas could play to like 42 if they wanted to. It's just the way, like you said. Uh, I think the way that I'm glad we did have this kind of game, because it's kind of like they got a narrative that they trying to push as far as LeBron can't give. They be talking about LeBron couldn't play since he was 37. He won 2020, won a championship. But you got Kevin Durant, still one of the best two-way players in the game. Now LeBron don't play as much defense, but he can play. He just kind of old with it. But I'm glad they got this to try to prove their point. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys, to me personally, bro, like I got Kevin Durant over Jokic. I got Kevin Durant. These guys, if you gotta think about it, if Kevin Durant still averaged his same average, he averaged 26 points over his whole span of being in the NBA, like 26, 27, sometimes 30, I think, in his MVP year. What changed? What's different? He didn't slow down a step. It's like, but they'll try to just remove somebody out of there and just stick guys in there like the Jokic and all these guys that did more than KD, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't
But
really count
see,
that shit in Golden State, but he haven't you know what I'm saying? Like it's
no,
not
I
like
understand. I understand what you're saying, but this is my point, right? To that is that these guys have been established, and as far as being established, you want to make sure that you continue to do the things that you're supposed to do to remain established as the top. I don't know. I can kind of hear the background. Somebody, I think it might be Leonard. Let me mute.
yeah, that
There we
might be
go.
the brother.
Yeah,
I got
mute up for
mine.
a second. So, and so a lot of these guys have gotten lazy,
Yeah,
over the past 5 years, as far as the top guys when it comes to the All-Star game. Because we're
yeah,
talking specifically the All-Star game. The All-Star game has always been set up, whether it's in the NBA, whether it's in the NFL with the Pro Bowl. Now we've seen that become a joke, right? To where it establishes and celebrates the best players of the game. And so when
right.
you have the best players of the game that are not showing up and giving their all and giving their full out effort, the game tends to become boring. It become predictable. And so
Yeah,
what better way than to give that spark? I know y'all saying that, okay, KD showed that he had a lot to prove. You guys are alluding to the old guys as far as dealing with the USA stripes. I definitely feel y'all. Hell, these guys are my age. I feel it. I feel the stripes coming out making a statement, right? The second game against the Stars, into where De'Aaron Fox hit that game-winning shot, even though the Stars was pushing against them. I feel that. But then we see what happens, right? After that, these guys run out of gas.
yeah,
And this is where we're at right now, to where we have to pass that torch, right? And the NBA is looking towards that. And so I feel, if we're going to say if anybody had a lot to prove or if anybody made a name for themselves, it was Anthony Edwards. Because at this point, from what we've seen throughout this entire weekend, especially yesterday and last night, that Anthony Edwards is definitely the star of this league moving forward. I mean, nobody was out there that was able to handle him. He was one of the first to be able to realize from the tip once they went against the team world, just from the tip and how Wemby came out just in that open possession off the tip, right? Literally running down into the paint, getting the ball in the paint, just doing a quick turnaround and then dunking right on his guy. Just right there from the tip, let it be known the intensity that this wasn't going to be a normal all-star type weekend, that there were guys that were out there that really wanted to prove something because of the old heads holding on to this mantle and not taking it seriously. So it took this type of a shift in the format just to get the likes of a Durant, the likes of a LeBron, and these guys to kind of step it up. What do y'all feel?
We know Jokic ass doesn't play no fucking defense. I'm gonna drill that motherfucker. I'm sorry. I gotta say something. I gotta say something about Jokic. And rightfully so, bro. Nothing personal can do, but it's just when I look up his defensive rate, he got a defensive rating of 113. That is extremely bad for a big man. Let me ask you the question, Zamarine. Growing up in your days watching the NBA, you didn't. Why you a Lakers fan? So I'm pretty sure you've seen Shaq. You've seen probably Akeem. I mean, not Akeem.
The greatest show on earth. We've seen it. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a big man? A big man, right? I don't want to see no motherfucking big man point guard. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see him get your ass under that rim and don't be a defensive liability, right? I don't want to change the topic. I'm just saying, like, the shit that happens when it comes down to, like you said, Jamal, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Jamal Murray don't get enough credit for what he do. You know, we watched that Lakers game, and he had 30 at halftime one time, bro.
But we talking about the All-Star game, so if we're going to go Jamal Murray, I mean, this guy was completely shut down.
Okay.
I mean, you got to keep it real. Team World didn't even win a game. And these guys were doing a lot of chirping, bro. I don't know if you know. Like,
wait, I thought USA did win the game. I thought I seen USA beat them a few times.
Team World did. So you got Team World that consists of. Let's
you're right. I meant to say USA. Yeah, they couldn't win this shit. They can't play defense.
This was the moment for them, bro, to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to establish that
defense, bro.
You know, that these guys can hang with the Americans when it comes to, and I will give you that. Because that's what I want you to know is that you've been talking about that, and that was definitely shown throughout this weekend. Was that
they let him stay in the game? It could have blown them out. It just they probably was feeling sorry for him and shit. But that no defense playing and shit, it exposed you. You see what I'm saying? Like just getting scored on, getting ran at. You know what I'm saying? When you're not because you gotta think about it like this here. Watch this here. Jokic is the type of player that he can't really create. When they say create his own, he try to create shots for other guys that's of so-called lower value, right? But when you got other motherfuckers that could make plays like Kawhi Leonard and like Jamal, we got guys that could score off the dribble. You ain't gonna see him as if his game is effective. His game is only as effective when you playing against niggas that's not really can't like create. That's why he gonna look. He looked like he was a shell of himself out there. He didn't do shit.
I mean, you got a point. You got a point on that. I'm just saying that these guys were chirping. I mean, Jokic had tweeted, had showed a picture, of the lineup.
Out of the All-Star game.
Hey, you can say what you want to say about Jokic, but at the end of the day, he's still one of the top. He's still one of the top big men in the league. The league has involved because you got to look at it. The league been involved. It was been showing that it was evolving to the big man stepping out of the paint and doing a lot more. We've seen a lot of this early on with Arvinas Sabonis. We've seen a lot of this early on with Sam Perkins.
When they try to tailor make, like you said, when the league starts shifting, right? That's why notice when Jokic came in the game, he wasn't as dominant. And people say, "Oh, well, he didn't get a chance to affect his game and crap his game." No, that's not the thing. You know who was in his time period? Kevin Garnett was still playing. You had niggas that's actually was playing defense. That's why you couldn't show his case. Once the game transitioned, right, into that offensive side, that's when he started being more effective. Not saying that he can't. Of course, he's making decent plays. Not like he just all out being trash. But when I say trash is, if I don't believe that you can prove to me that you can play in the era when you was playing in the era when Kevin Durant, and when defense was at its highest, because Jokic was people forget Jokic been in the league a minute. It's not like he just came out the league going crazy, but when the league was kind of still in that defensive range shit, and he couldn't really, like you said, showcase himself because he offense. You can't. I just don't know no big men Like I think about Ben Wallace, Kevin Garnett. These guys impacted the game on this thing. This is why the Nuggets are actually have a watch this here have a higher efficiency rate with Jokic off the court. I mean, not efficiency range, but they got a higher they less turnovers. They still a good basketball team. But what happens when you take Shea Gilgeous-Alexander off Oklahoma City? They're deep. They a 26 offense team. The Nuggets are still top 10. So it's not that I'm saying that he just flat out trash. It's just his value as far as you could pay if Peyton Watson got more touches, right? That nigga could be really a sniper like an Austin Reeves to Luka Doncic, and you could leave your boy Jokic to actually play like a traditional big, but he won't do the shit.
I think what Izzy is trying to say is that Jokic's impact when it comes to his team is not as impactful as other superstars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And even with the numbers that Jokic put up, you can still be able to see how his team actually performs without him versus when his team actually performs with him.
They still top 10, bro. They still top 10. Shea Gilgeous, they just lost like 3. That's the point I'm trying to make as far as not saying that Jokic don't probably make him a little better with scoring, but let's be real. This guy couldn't get out of the semifinals 2 straight years, got blown out, blew a 20-point lead to them young guys, Anthony Edwards and Shea Gilgeous. And when you put Alex Caruso on, they said, well, is it? Why nobody else can stop Jokic? Why? Because motherfuckers don't got the old game plan like Mark Daigneault got. They're going to play defense on you. Same thing with Luka Doncic got locked down in the championship when they played Boston because Joe Mazzulla said, you know what? Jaylen Brown, you know what Jaylen Brown told a nigga? I want to guard him. When you see me, let him go. He text Kawhi. He text Joe Mazzulla on the plane and said, you know what? Put me on Kawhi Leonard. Put me on him. And that's the game he dropped 50 because he got a point to prove. He's going to play that side of the ball. And when you put it on it, Jokic had the worst. Bro, so if you think he was playing against Ben Wallace and these niggas, you think he would be putting up numbers like this? No, stop. He wouldn't even be putting them up. He wasn't putting them up when he first started.
No, I definitely I understand where you're coming from. And that's why furthermore, I do feel like that was displayed even here this weekend in this All-Star game. I do feel like that, what Adam Silver did, he knew to use the new format as far as, okay, we're going to use Team World. Right, I agree with everything as far as what you said, as far as dealing with Jokic. But because of the things that he's already accomplished, you have to utilize those that have already accomplished and made themselves accomplished in the league to resurrect the league when things like the NBA All-Star game is dying down. So I do feel that it was a smart move to change the entire format to where you have a whole team separate by himself that represents players from overseas, because now it was put on display. The stuff that you were talking about, okay, well, nobody's playing defense. Well, it was displayed. You know what I'm saying? It's over the weekend, whether it's throughout the entire game or just for brief moments. Guys were out there playing defense because now, because of how the games was segregated. I mean, you guys literally diving for loose balls. You normal highlights that you would see in your typical All-Star game that we've seen over the last 7 to 8 years. Guys throwing it off the backboard, right? Somebody coming up right behind them, catching it, throwing it between the legs. East Bay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe windmill, all that other stuff, right? A lot more defense, a lot more diving. There was a lot more intercepted passes. And so when it came down to it, right, this is where the United States, in those who were more athletic, right, like those that you've been talking about, show to be the more aggressor and also show to be the victor.
And to answer your point too, let's be real. Even when that time you won that championship, you know how weak the West was. This dude played a play-in tournament, Minnesota Timberwolves team. He played a Lakers team that wasn't even supposed to be in there. Remember, the Lakers was in the play-in. They was the 7th seed. They had no squad. AD was injured the whole damn season, and LeBron was damn near on his last leg. And then they played a Tyler Hero, a Miami Heat team that wasn't even supposed to be there because Jason Tatum don't get hurt. They don't even go. They would have played Boston, and Boston would have whipped them. So that whole thing, and let's not also forget the Phoenix hold up. Let me go back a little bit more. You remember who got hurt that year? Kawhi Leonard. We don't know if the Suns would even made it past Kawhi Leonard and them if he wouldn't have got hurt. Because remember, they won game 1. So we don't even know if he could have beat Kawhi Leonard, a healthy Clippers team that year. But let's just go with the devil's advocate, right? When you go play, who went down in that series when the Clippers, when Phoenix tied the series up with them 2-2? You know who got hurt in the third quarter? Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. And they were stomping them in the third quarter. And then they come all the way back and win. So we don't know what happened if a fully healthy. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is I'm not saying that he just ultimately tried. I'm just saying that I feel like the overrated, that's why when you see players like the Kobe Bryants, right? Kobe Bryant went back-to-back. Even when he lost to Boston, he got back there, right? And he was constantly, the Lakers ran the whole damn the 2000, but he kept getting back. How is it this dude, we on his third year, we still saying he the best player in the league? This nigga can't even get back to the fucking Western Conference Finals.
I mean, but I'm not advocating that Jokic is the best player in the league. That's not what we're talking about.
But
right? We're not talking about that at all. We just dealing strictly
okay, my
with,
bad, my bad.
No, you good. You good. Hey, y'all forgive my guy Izzy. He's been upset, right, with this Jokic thing for literally, guys, over a month. Right, he's losing sleep. You know what I'm saying? Over the fact that Jokic has won 2 MVPs. He still hasn't gotten over it.
You're right.
No, you good.
You can't mention that motherfucker around me, dog. I'm getting carried away. So
no, I'm actually. I mean, I agree with you because even if we look at these stats, right? Let's just look at what Team World put up. As we see, this was their most competitive game. They did lose in overtime to Team Stars, which Team Stars ended up winning the entire thing. This is something that they're going to try to go off and brag and say that, oh, well, SGA didn't play because he, wasn't in this game.
Oh, yeah.
But if you,
he had the end. What Jokic stats is?
But yeah, if we look at Jokic stats, man, 5 minutes played, 0, no attempted shots. I mean, 1 attempted shot, no field goals made.
Look at this shit.
Two rebounds total.
Come on, man.
Yeah, just 2 rebounds, man. That's all he gave him. That's all he gave him. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing.
This shit's gonna expose motherfuckers.
But this is my thing. And then you got Luka Doncic. I'm not gonna exclude him too. He is part of my squad, the Lakers.
Yeah.
Right. He's also played 5 minutes. Right. He really didn't give us that. He didn't give Team World a good effort at all. The ones that were playing hard and that was setting the tone again, like you see, Victor Wembanyama, 14 points.
Damn,
you understand? Okay. Right, setting the tone. I mean, you even look at his blocks, 3 blocks, man. We're talking just 9 minutes and 47 seconds worth of play. Look at what even Karl Anthony Towns gave them 10. So
I didn't even know them guys was them guys. Where Karl Anthony Towns? I didn't know them guys was. I
believe he's Canadian. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I'm looking like, what the hell he on there? Norman Powell.
So this was just a move, you know what I'm saying, to put a spark in players that came from Team Stars, players that came from Team, Stripes.
Right.
Because, and this is why I feel like Anthony Edwards definitely proved himself, because he not only proved himself against the best players that are considerably known from not being from the United States, but he also proved himself against players that are considered the best in the States. But look at the first game. Look at the first game, right? From Anthony Edwards. 13 points in that first game, right? To lead Team Stars over Team World by 2. You understand? And
then what they're going to say, damn, Ryan, I mean, to cut you off, they're going to say,
motherfuckers, go ahead.
Main series is, they're going to try to take credit. This is what I'm going to tell you with the media, they're going to try to take credit away from, because the youngster, like Anthony Edwards, right? Because they're trying to push a narrative. They want Jokic to be the best player. They want some of these other guys to get credit. But I'm going to be honest with you, Anthony Edwards is better than Jokic to me. You can see talent, and we can see it. This guy been to the Western Conference Finals twice.
We know that. We're talking just skill. We all know that. We're not questioning that.
Okay.
Right? But what do you think about the other guys? We've seen the likes of, maybe,
good.
You know what I mean? We've looked at, they've been talking about Luka Doncic maybe being the face of the league. I mean, hell, at SGA, compared to Anthony Edwards. I mean, that's the conversation that really needs to be had.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ryan, brother. I really find it hard to see me picking somebody that don't play both sides of the ball or face the league. I mean, you can make a case for Jaylen Brown, the way he playing, he could possibly be face the league. Jason Tatum, like guys that play both, because it's like I felt to me, right? Because your favorite player is Kobe Bryant, right? And the thing about it is that I've never really I told you to go back and watch Kobe Bryant highlights. I never really watched him when he was playing. But that motherfucker was a hell of a defender. Well, I didn't even know like Kobe played deep. But that goes to show you that both sides have to be valued. We have to take that in consideration to meet to reach the criteria of being because you have to think about it. What is you have to if you're the best player league, it should go to the best overall well-rounded. If you scoring 30 and giving up 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers might give up 1,000 if you gave him a chance. That's just me, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a good point. I mean, it seems like, and we see from Joshua, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to JC.
Yeah, shout out Joshua
Levi. Right. He says that no, he feels that Adam Silver made the All-Star game worse. Right. So, it seems like from the chat, it seems like from you, majority of y'all feel like y'all wasn't feeling, you know what I'm saying, from what we were seeing from the All-Star game this weekend. But again, I'm gonna show this again. Right. It was a lot of intensity, man.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of intensity.
Right.
It's a lot of intensity.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? As far as
ended up winning the MVP. Right. And if you look at this is from Wolf White Statistics. Shout out to them. If you look at total combined of the games, all right, we're talking 24 minutes combined. 32 points combined, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 59% shooting, 6 3-pointers.
They do the beast, man.
Dominant, man.
Like that. I mean, I think, to be honest with you, I don't think Minnesota is serious about winning championship. That's why motherfucking Kevin Garnett had to get the fuck.
Yeah, he had to leave.
I don't think some people just like when they get those stars. Let me tell you, like I said, I grew up around. I'm from New Orleans. The Pelicans, they didn't want to give AD no help. That's why he had to bounce to the Lakers. Same thing with Chris Paul. Like they'll lose these stars. They more worry about selling jerseys in the star and letting that be branded than actually trying to go get a championship. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to ride. So I don't because like Giannis, all these people's available and they didn't, bro. Minnesota ain't going nowhere, bro. If they didn't make dude, that West is loaded, bro. That West is loaded, bro. And I mean, let somebody get hurt, you know what I'm saying? He can't let's do dropping like 60 points a game. But I mean, like, Nas Reed, like, come on, now, I don't know.
But this is the thing, though. I mean, on that, I mean, the second game really determined, what was really going on. You had the first game to where it was, the first 2 games were very exciting. We got to give Team World some credit. They definitely did their best during the first game, trying to show up and show out against the USA Stars.
Right.
Was did his best to carry them, but at the end, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was just too much. It was too much.
Right.
Wemby did all he could, but it was just too much.
Yes,
and so leading into that second game, this is where I really felt like the second game really showed, okay, that yes, we got these young guys that are ready to take the mantle. But I'm telling you, man, that second game, it's like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, them boys, they didn't want. They had a statement. They made a statement, man. I will say that.
Yeah.
They made a statement. You know what I mean?
Especially
with De'Aaron Fox. Who
do you think? Oh, my bad. The brother was speaking. Who do you think the torch should be passed? So who do you feel like should be the face of the NBA? Like, who do you think deserving of it? Like, got to kick. Because, like, they throw motherfuckers who they want to. The media they want to put who they want to put up there. Like, who do you think is really, what I'm saying, like that?
Well, the face of the NBA has always been dictated in the past, not only just by championship. We can't say that it's been dictated by championships. Let me just put it that way. Let me put it that way. I feel like a lot of times when we say the face of the NBA, a lot of times we automatically think about, how Jordan had the league on lock, during his time. But it's changed since Jordan has left. And so when I think about who is the face of the NBA, I've been saying it over the last 3 years that is Anthony Edwards. ever since that first playoff run, to where they got to the Western Conference Finals, right?
Right.
And lost to the Dallas Mavericks. And so with Luka Doncic in them and Kyrie in them, I always felt like it's Anthony Edwards. The reason being is he's likable when it comes to the interview. That's number one.
Yeah.
People can say what they want to say about his outside life as far as dealing with, oh, he paid off his baby mom $1 million, you know what I'm saying, up front, so he ain't never got to pay child support to be. Hey, say what you want to say, man. The man's focused on basketball. He made a smart move. Thirdly, I mean, he's already been in some movies. He's great on the TV screen. Clearly, he's entertaining on the mic. He's funny.
He's fun as fuck to watch.
You know what I'm saying? And if you really look at, I mean, he's got that Jordan finesse. He got that Jordan aura, man. I mean, I know you see him at the All-Star game. He got the hoop in his earring. Look at him.
He's nice.
You understand? You know, he like chirping. He talking that mess.
He talking that shit. I like when he
took that
said,
MJ
I'll see y'all motherfuckers
person
in Game 7. I like that, bro. I like that kind of trash talk. He said he was gonna see him, and he did what he said he was gonna do. Like he backed.
Hold on. Hey, K Leonard. I don't know if you got the TV or something like that in your background, but turn it down because it echoes. That way, when you talk, you know what I'm saying, it won't echo. But go ahead.
Yeah, that you seen when I like when he said, look, we'll see y'all motherfuckers in Game 7. When he told that to the Nugget, and he came out there and did what he said he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, is just blunt out disrespectful, but it's a competition game we play. You know what I'm saying? Talk this shit.
And no disrespect to SGA because, you know, all signs say that he should be the face of the league, right? After winning the MVP, winning, you know what I'm saying, finals MVP, or winning, you know what I'm saying, finals. I mean, all signs say that, right? You know, young, but SGA, I'm just keeping it real, man. To me, he's a weird guy. I'm just keeping it real. He's a weird guy. You know, we hear him in interviews. You know, he's kind of bland. You know, it's just kind of, you know, he's like he looks like a lizard. You know, I'm just being real.
It's weird because he do got it now. He do got a handle on him. He got some nice handles. But I feel like what people want to see, like you said, the charisma. I didn't see him talking a little shit sometimes to people, but you don't see it massively, like as far as like, oh, I'm gonna take your throat. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just hit the shot, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna chill. Kind of like on some Kawhi Leonard shit. He don't say shit. That's what made him so goddamn boring.
Right.
But he's still good though. But I didn't see SGA. I didn't see him talk a lot. Sometimes everybody might not see. I didn't see him, but that Anthony Edwards is just that motherfucker be talking so much shit. I like to see that kind of shit. As long as nobody ain't getting hurt or harm, I like to see the shit talking, bro. It's just a part of the game. It's funny, dog. It's, you know, because I mean, like you saying motherfuckers talking trash. Like, we come here to play the game. Like, they won't give motherfuckers too much credit. And, you know, like the Monty Williams shit. Why the fuck is you going in this nigga locker room with your bald head ass talking about some, oh, we congratulate Milwaukee. Hey, get your moon pie cookie head ass out of here. Man, I would have slapped the shit out of Monty head with that. Man, I should have slapped the shit out that dude going in the locker room crying and weeping and shit. Man, dog, I was so mad when I said, just come on, dog.
Well, hey, man, at the end of the day, as you guys see, the USA Stars, right? The young guns showed that they the ones, right, to be talked about. They ended up overall winning the All-Star game out of that tournament. I do feel that new format definitely brought in a lot more competition, which brought a lot more excitement to the game. Let's see if they're going to keep that format moving forward.
Plain, man.
Or maybe switch it back to the East and West. But hey, man, as you see, they doing whatever they can to try to keep this thing going.
That dunk contest, man, that shit.
So look, the dunk contest. Don't hate on my guy. He's from the town, y'all.
Every year,
He from the Bay. We not hating on Kashad. He's from the Bay Area.
I'm saying, like,
shout
this
out
shit, everybody
to the Bay.
This shit, like,
you know,
backflip over a truck or something. Like, I'm not even hating on them. I'm saying, like, that shit so average. I could do that shit in my fat ass could get up there after I eat a McDouble and do that shit. All I'm doing is just throwing it like this. Like,
he had E40. This man had E40 literally
come on,
underneath
man.
him and shit.
Like the shit Vince Carter was doing
yeah.
when he was in the dunk contest, when he was like throwing it under his, I don't know, man. I just don't. How the fuck is Damian Lillard? Did that motherfucker tear his Achilles? What the hell is he doing out there shooting?
Hey, man. Hey, look. He's a dunk contest winner. Just to let you know,
who the hell is
it was
this
nothing.
who is this guy?
Hey, it's Kashad Johnson from Oakland, California, Bay Area.
Oh, that's because you from Oakland. That's why you rapping.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Hey, man, hey, the Bay Area showed out when it came to the dunk contest and the three-point contest.
Wait, let me ask you a question, Damn. I'm surprised you're not a Golden State fan. Were they from Oakland or that San Francisco?
No, they from Oakland. They right around the corner.
Oh, you never fuck with Golden State? I'm glad you don't, because I can't stand them motherfuckers.
Never was a Golden State Warriors.
Okay, that's crazy.
Y'all hating on Curry like that? Y'all hating on Curry like that?
No, see, what happens is that when Curry came to Golden State, that's when a lot of bandwagon fans started coming in.
Yeah, that bandwagon.
You know what I mean? I'll stick to my team. Win or lose, I'm sticking to my squad. But I don't see how you can hate.
I know you're a Raiders fan.
I mean, but we can't hate on the dunk contest. We got to be real.
I'm not hating on it. I'm saying it's like it's overrated on the same shit.
No, it's definitely overrated. It's definitely overrated. I agree. It's
overrated.
But we gotta shout out Mac McClung, man. We gotta give a shout out to Mac McClung.
That was pretty nice. That one right there.
He did his thing, rescuing the dunk contest for 3 straight years, man.
That shit was nice. I'm talking about that other bullshit that he did. It was generic. You talking about over E40? No, not E40. Shit he did like that so-called windmill he did.
From damn near inside the free throw line?
Let me see that shit. It didn't look like it was from inside.
Bro, are you tripping? Look at this. Are you kidding me?
They called showtime.
Nah, that shit wasn't look like it was inside the free throw.
That
was bro. That was not
that shit don't look like it was no Jordan glide.
Izzy, y'all know Izzy. Hey,
no, I'm not hating. I don't even know who the fuck this is. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you know, I'm gonna hit him with that Eric Bledsoe. I don't even know who the fuck this is.
You know what? And okay, I agree with you on that. But see, this is why I feel. But look, just like you don't know who this is, right? A lot of people stop tuning in. A lot of people stop tuning into the All-Star game from what we've been seeing over the past few years. So what did Adam Silver do? He's got to tweak it up, all right, to get people interested. Let me throw in Team World, Team Stars, Team Stripes. Do you feel that maybe moving forward, in order to get a lot more big names involved in this dunk contest, that Adam Silver needs to make some changes to get them more interested?
Zamra, I'm gonna give you an idea of what I think should happen, right? See how you got motherfuckers that don't really got names, right? I told you how I feel like certain people have offenses tailor-made around, just like when Jalen Brunson got from under the bullshit, he prospered. When Jason Tatum get hurt, Jaylen Brown evolves. But I feel like these guys, like say a backup, I think Peyton Watson should start going one-on-one with their teammates. Call these motherfuckers out. The niggas that's supposed to be scrubs and like guys that you don't really know about, be like, look, let me go play the best player one-on-one and see, because that's how I feel like if you could do something like that and get your name up, then you could earn some minutes. Because I feel like some of these guys that can play basketball, like, but I feel like they don't get an opportunity because it's like they groom motherfuckers who they want to be in place. That's why, like, I believe, like, even with Bronny James, right? Everybody calling him shitty and trash, but we seen he just had a decent game when he got some minutes. How you gonna say a nigga trash if he don't get minutes? How can he prove he's not?
He's not trash. But what we're saying is that some players need time to develop. It's the same thing how we've been seeing as far as from the NFL. The teams that's winning are teams that are developing their young players. But the problem is that Bronny James came into the league. We have to admit that Bronny James was not ready to play in the NBA skill-wise, right? Based on what he did his freshman year at USC, he barely played. He barely put up numbers at Sierra Canyon. He wasn't even the best player in high school.
But that's because
he's clearly in the now. Yeah, we understand that now. Bronny, awesome basketball player, right? Do I feel that that he deserves to be in the NBA from where he stands right now? Yes. But he's a deserved major minutes? No. Like, of course, he's going to put up great games in the G League, but let's think about it. What he's doing in the G League right now, why not just wait and take wait and not come into the league just because your dad, LeBron James, is saying, hurry up, son, come to the league. I'm getting old. I want to check this off the list. Let's be honest. That's what that was about. And you didn't even allow Bronny. You didn't even allow Bronny to develop in college. This is what college is for.
But what about
now watch what Kiyan Anthony, right? I best believe Melo is going to make sure that he stays a few years in college, develop before he goes to the league, and watch the difference.
I understand what you're saying about development. Certain players do need development. I would never disagree with that. But what about a player like a Jaden Daniel and people that's come in the league just on all cylinders? What about people like that they thought was trash? Let's use we can use Nick Smith for example. Nick Smith Jr., right? That played for the Lakers. He was. They said he was dog shit on the Hornets. They gave him up. Then he come in one of those games, dropped 25. He got. But we know what I feel as though if Luka wasn't hogging up all the minutes, that dude looking like Allen Iverson out there. But motherfuckers don't give people maybe the chance because some people can do it.
No, because it's still politics to this.
Yeah, it is.
And you got to understand it. And I know you understand that. There's politics to everything. And so it's about who's bringing in. It's still business. It's still a business.
Yeah.
And no shade to Nick Smith because I definitely could see him. I do feel that he needs more minutes for my Lakers.
Ooh,
but no shade to him. But he's not. Nobody's coming to Staples or or coming to the arena to crypto or whatever to come and watch Nick Smith.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. If Nick Smith, because Nick Smith got a little bag on him, right? Just say Nick Smith will start going for 40 a night. You don't think people will start saying he's like the next Jamal Crawford or you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? You think it's because it was talking about his game predicated because Luka, we won't say Luka Doncic. I like Luka, don't get me wrong, but his shit. He got some.
No, you're not. Don't even start. I know you don't like Jokic, but you are not about to do no Luka Doncic hate. No, we shut that.
I'm not gonna do that.
You have no argument to say that Luka's not that guy, bro.
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. Now Luka don't play no goddamn defense. I'm not saying that Luka is trash. Now you know how I feel about Jokic. We ain't finna get that. That motherfucker is garbage. But Luka Doncic can play basketball. I'm not gonna hate on that white boy. He can play ball. He can play basketball. But what I'm saying is that shit look like it's fucking slow motion. It's not trash, but it's just saying like it's not trash. He is fun to watch. I'm not saying that.
I know it may look. You know why? And that's the difference between how people are being groomed to learn the game overseas nowadays compared to how people over here in the United States are being groomed. Trust me. Everybody over here in the United States, they depend on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And watching TV where you got these guys over there in overseas, man, they eat, sleep, and shit basketball, man. They outside with it, man. Right? They're being trained outside, right? They're not dependent on, on electronics and things of that nature.
I ain't hating on them. I like Luka. I'm talking about God.
Because Luka's game, it may look like it's slow. But come on, man, ain't nobody stopping Luka.
He good,
man.
No, I'm not gonna hate him. I fuck with Luka.
If it's effective, then there's nothing that we can do about it.
Shitty, but he is good. No, listen, I'm not gonna hate on Luka. Luka is one of the best players in the game. He is good. Not Nikola. We got that's we gotta have some serious conversations about that shit. But Luka could play, bro, and Luka to me is better than Nikola Jokic. He could get the same amount of assists. He could get way more points, and I'm not gonna do it because this shit gonna turn to Nikola Jokic. I'm not doing that shit. That shit gonna make my fucking head hurt.
Yeah, but man, you need a break from Jokic, man. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you an aneurysm.
Cause that's shit over. I just don't like the over. This is what I'm saying. I don't like how we could just sit up here and say we sit up here. SGA finna get his second MVP, right? And we sit up, we beat him head to head.
Is he gonna get his second MVP?
Yeah, he gonna get it. He gonna get it because he not gonna miss enough game. Jokic was almost gonna miss enough game, but SGA, his 32, the team is the gap margin. He gonna get it. Now, unless he get hurt or some shit. But I mean, we can make a case for Jaylen Brown as well. But let me tell you something, bro.
You know they usually make that decision. They usually make that decision by the second round of the playoffs. Right. So that's time enough for right now for Anthony Edwards to make a push, because right now he's buzzing right now, and Anthony Edwards is buzzing right now for all the right reasons. It's from what we've seen over this All-Star weekend.
But they don't think they grade that, which I think they should. They should grade the All-Star performance. I think that should be a part of the grading scale, right?
Well, they used to be. Everything as a whole in totality used to be. I
think it's just a regular season award, though, bro. That's what they say.
No, it's a regular season award. But what I'm talking about, as far as dealing with the MVP, right? It was based off the best actual basketball player one-on-one. And one-on-one, you roll the basketball out on the court, man. And we're talking about SGA versus Anthony Edwards, man. What are we talking about?
I don't know about that one. He do got a good mid-range. I don't know about that one, but what I'm saying is both of them could kill each other because they both are assassins. Both of them going to punish Jokic. That ain't even up for discussion, because if you don't take that bitch to the rim.
Back to Jokic, y'all. How did Jokic keep catching strays? We not talking about Jokic. We know you can't stand Jokic.
Garbage. This motherfucker is right. He's overrated. Does anybody? I'm not tripping. This motherfucker is an overrated motherfucker.
We know.
Like, when are we gonna give some of these niggas that can actually play basketball credit? Like, this motherfucker can stand up off the fucking floor, man, and throw up the goddamn ball. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Kawhi Leonard is out of the like, people are still even saying Kawhi Leonard, he been dropping 41, and he not even they talking about he washed up and all this bullshit. Even on like the Clippers. You know what? I mean,
they're not saying he's washed up. What they're saying is, man, we talking consistency. All right, I understand you're mentioning Kawhi Leonard, but this guy is the whole reason that they have what they call load management.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, so this is what I was saying earlier, right? Why I feel like that this new format and what Adam Silver did was the reason why that we got to see the spark. Was the reason why that you got to see, oh, that's the Kawhi Leonard that I fell in love with. Oh, man, that's that Kevin Durant that I fell in love with. Well, damn, where has he been the last few All-Star games? We haven't seen it. I don't know. Oh, damn, that was the LeBron James that I fell in love with. Damn, he's playing defense again. Oh, man, dang, that's such and such that I fell in. That was because of the format. It put a spark in them, right? And so, when we're talking about greatness, you know what I'm saying? This is why I feel like that the All-Star game is back, because you have to make tweaks nowadays to put a spark in these players, because they've accomplished so much at a younger age that they made so much money. I mean, we're just living in different times. And so, with this, we're not. So that's why you have a player like, an SGA. You have these sneaky, MVPs that just show up, maybe 1 or 2 years, right? It doesn't necessarily mean they're the best player in the world, but they took advantage of the time being, right, during the time that they're surrounded by other greats. You can't blame them for that, because the other greats don't want to put on a great performance, right? They got a job. They got to do that.
Right.
So,
let me ask you this question, Sam. Do you feel that you grade the best player in the world by a one-on-one standpoint, or is it team-based? Like, how do you, like, you say you roll? I hear you making the case about roll the ball, and I kind of feel what you're saying with that because I think that I'm really feeling that, because I think we should push for that kind of adjustment to see who can, like, a best 2 out of 3, who can cook. Fuck the world, the tournament. Let's go do one-on-ones and see who can actually, because this will get a lot of people exposed.
So this is why, and this leads me to my next point, right? This is why I feel like they need to drop the skills challenge.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as the All-Star weekend, some of the other players were expressing throughout the weekend that to do a 2-on-2 challenge.
Yeah.
Right. Even a one-on-one challenge. I mean, even just from the intensity that we've had from the 3-point contest, the 3-point contest has not lost any type of momentum whatsoever. And I don't think it ever will, especially with how the league has shifted to 3-point shooting. But just from this year's 3-point contest, from the performance that Damian Lillard put up after becoming a 3-time, third-time 3-point shooting champion, right, against Devin Booker in that finals.
Yeah,
Now you got the likes again of Steph Curry, right? Devin Book, right? Damian Lillard, right? And others, and trying to get Klay Thompson in the mix to have them four go at it next year in the three-point
like
contest.
Man.
So this goes to show you, man, that it's these young guys, it's this new format, right? The stuff that's happening that Adam Silver is doing to put a spark back in the original.
Yeah.
So if maybe he takes the same type of route with the dunk contest, we may see the likes of a Ja Morant going up against Anthony Edwards, right? We may see Shaedon Sharpe of the Portland Trailblazers along there with them in that dunk contest.
Yeah.
We may see the likes, you know what I'm saying, of these star players, because let's just be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to take that, man. Maybe give these guys $1 million incentive.
Yeah.
$1 million for the dunk contest winner. 500,000 for somebody who's second place.
How about this? Think? How about take that bullshit ass in-season tournament out that don't mean shit and put in, like, think about this, Sam. I'm kind of getting happy when I think about it, because you know they got a lot of people in the in like that watch the NBA that just deal strictly with players. Like if LeBron move, they move. I think if you have like a duo, you can either have two separate tournaments. You can have one-on-one tournament, and you can have the dual tournament. You put the duo from the Celtics against the Denver Nuggets, and then over the whole course of a week, let that be like a playoff matchup. Keep going all the way till you go up. And think about it, bro. Who went? We gonna see who really, like, we don't take the, because this is what motherfuckers like to say, oh, the team messed me up. No, Jokic and Murray and Jaylen Brown and them, and let's get it popping. And have that every year, so at the end of those guys' career, they can actually see who was, I'm that nigga at the end. Nobody could stop me in this. And that could go towards a lot of accolades, because can we truly judge everything on a team game and a championship? Bill Russell got 11 of the motherfuckers. Nobody saying he's the greatest of all time.
That's a great point.
Right?
It's a great point. But
nobody's saying that. Now we couldn't judge them.
The league, but would you admit that the league was different back then? As far
as it was. And they could judge
athleticism as a whole.
It was different, and they can judge them on, now you can still judge a person on a horrible playoff performance as well. But if you got players like that didn't, because you know anybody supposed to crack 30. That's common in the NBA in a playoff game. If you, like game 7, like I said with Jokic, you didn't even crack 30, and that showed that you couldn't. But let's do the 2-on-2, let's do the 1-on-1s. Let's see who the best. Like you used to play niggas in basketball. Let's see who the best. You talking that shit. Let's go see who the best out here. Put some Jordans and some shit on the line, you know? Like, make it more of competition. I don't want to see motherfuckers, you know, so-called flopping over the backboard and eating jelly donuts on a bench and shit. Like, I don't see that bullshit.
Hey, man. Hey, the chat said that you are not being nice to these players at all tonight.
Nah, man, because I can't. I just don't like the narrative. I'm watching. I grew up, bro. I watched basketball, and I never see. It's no such thing as a Nikola Jokic when I grew up.
Right? Oh man, how do we get back? Oh man, if I can count how many times you said,
he don't. I never. Let me ask the brother.
We gonna be rich, man.
Have you ever seen a motherfucker that's 7 feet that don't play no damn defense? That's the worst to defend a center in the league. Like he don't play no defense. Like, and we just credit all his offense. Like I could see a guard getting away with the shit. A guard could get away with it because he can make, like, this dude's an on average 21 point per game scorer. On average. And I'm done with
So with that being said, as we change the subject off of Jokic for the 8th time, because this show ain't even about him. As we get off him, Damian Lillard, man, wins his 3rd 3-point shooting competition. That the 3-point contest was highly intense. I mean, from the first round,
it was good. Yeah, with D.
First round, I mean, it was the rookie, man, who set the tone. Shout out to the rookie Con Knipple of the Charlotte Hornets. He was slept on, man. 4th overall pick in this year's draft. Also a teammate of Cooper Flagg back in Duke. That kid came out, man, 27 in the first round. Really set the tone for those of of Devin Booker, Lillard. I mean, it was intense to the point that the worst round that we've seen out of the 3-point competition was a round that consisted of 17 points. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, this is highly intense. So
do you think because I did like 3 points. I seen it when Devin Booker almost beat him. Do you think this matters? Like when a player, how well a player could perform under defensive pressure? Like for example, like you see people, no matter what hand in their face, they can shoot it, they can do this. That's why I feel like this is so important to make people start watching the All-Star game, like me, because I wasn't really watching the shit. But to make it more interesting, like I want to see a Jaylen Brown in a I want to see them put on a Celtics uniform and go up against SGA and Jalen Williams and Nikola Jokic and Mark. I want to see this shit. I want to see this tournament. Like I want to see that because it's like and counted for like it's in the stat book. Like we beat like cause it can prove a lot because people just gonna keep on. It's gonna hype, bro. You know how people like to tweet. It's gonna only enhance.
Oh no, I mean it definitely will prove a lot. I think you know but you have pros and cons to everything. And sometimes you have to look at the cons to it. I mean, we definitely can see the pros with it. It would be entertaining. Yeah, it's what the fans, it's what everybody wants to see. You know, who's the best, who's really the best. Roll the ball out there, you know what I'm saying? Take everybody else out of the equation, have them go head to head. But you know, the cons of this is that you know we're in a league where you know majority of these players have endorsement deals. You know, they have stuff that's going on, sponsorships, you know what I'm saying, from outside the league because of their play. And you know, to go against a likes of somebody else, you know what I'm saying, that same, yeah, man, can get they pockets cooked, man. You know how the internet is, because you imagine, right? You know how the internet is.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun to see because I guess like people literally like you got Curry fans, and then you got certain like just imagine if Curry and Dame Lillard went at it, right? Like you could literally like people, you know how people say, well, like Damian Lillard is like really one of the most underrated players in league history, bro. He should have won MVPs and everything. Oh, because he's from Oakland.
And I love that they love.
He's so underrated, dog. And it's like if he went, can you imagine if that nigga went up against Curry and he cooked him? And he cooked him.
I mean,
in a 4-game series, in a 4-game. Bro,
yeah,
man, the niggas would go crazy, bro. And then people would really have their bragging rights to take home because let's be honest, it's still a team game at the end of the day. And they could just throw shit on the player. This motherfucker didn't perform. That motherfucker didn't perform. But bro, I'm honest with you, bro. I want to see Jokic get his ass cooked.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming, bro. If you want to see that, all you got to do is just go back and watch the 2020. You know what I'm saying? Western Conference
with Dwight Howard.
With Dwight Howard. If you want to see that, go watch. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that he's going up against Embiid,
Dwight,
you know what I'm saying? Because Embiid's cooking him, man.
And Dwight locked his ass down.
Yeah, man. It's not hard to do.
It's not.
But you know, I'm excited though. You know what I'm saying? This was the game that really excited me. Again, it was the Stripes versus the Stars. This was the game that, hey, man, it went down to the wire. All right. This was literally the second game that was established. And this was the game where I felt like, hey, these old heads still got it, y'all. But look at this, though, Izzy. Brandon Ingram, 0 points, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah, he be kind of low-key over. He never took that leap like he did. Like, when he's on the Pelicans, he was averaging about 25. When he went to Toronto, now he's averaging 21. He never took that leap that he was supposed to take. You know, that's why they got traded.
I mean, he did take a leap. I mean, he's made multiple All-Star appearances.
No, he took a leap, but he never took that like to take his game to that Anthony Edwards level where you getting averaging about 29 points a game, like where you just on any given night you inconsistent. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watched games with the Pelicans.
I mean, we talk about his girlfriend. You know, Glorilla put up more stats in the Celebrity All-Star game than Brandon Ingram did in the All-Star game. I mean, that's something
that dude Ingram is. I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm not saying he's not trash. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, we want to see the Jaylen Brown. Everybody thought Jaylen Brown. That's another guy I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying, really kind of, you know, it's kind of scaring me low-key.
You think is he the best shooting guard in the league? Is that what you're?
He the best two-way. You got the best two-way guard in the league.
Two-way, yeah. Okay.
Because he can defend, dog. This man, I don't know, bro. His intensity for for you to text a motherfucker on a plane and say, "Let me check this nigga." Like usually people be like, it's kind of like what you said last time. I'm glad you did. Said you actually made a good point last time, Zamron, when you had said like people back then in the league was like actually saying, "I'm gonna go guard this motherfucker." They don't really do that now. You don't see in days to go see if maybe see if Shea could guard this guy or whatever. That's what I think I would want to see, because then you can, kind of. It's not that he didn't really expose Kawhi because Kawhi took a play, but 50 points, and defense is an underrated stat. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I'm looking at Anthony Edwards when they went head to head. I'm not saying that they regard each other the entire time, but Jaylen Brown did put up 11 points. Anthony Edwards also put up 11 points. So they definitely, with the impact.
They guarded. He guarded. I'm gonna have to go back and check that one out.
Yeah. So check that out, man. But a lot of people talking about it though, bro. They talking about it a lot. Which is why I feel like, hey, it was a win for the All-Star game this weekend. All right, so let's see what Kawhi had to say, his thoughts on the All-Star.
How do you think it played out, especially with you going for 31 in that game?
I think it was good.
It sounds like it's on mute.
Didn't really figure it out till we got here. And
hold on, can you hear?
No, I can't hear it.
Hold on, chat. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Especially with you going for 31 in that game.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that.
Didn't really figure it out till we got here, and even as the game is going on, trying to figure out the records for being 2-1, and how you play that out as well. Is it like by points? How many point spread or what? But I thought it was good. But I still think
I can't hear shit. I can't even hear it.
All right, so put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that. Some technical difficulties on y'all end. It's a little low. Okay. All right. So basically what he said that he enjoyed the format this year. But he did say at the end of the day that he feels like that it should go back to East and West. What do you feel about that?
That motherfucker scared. He probably like, I ain't giving down, motherfucker. Look, you gotta come to the fucking arena in the goddamn Arcadian ambulance because he always hurt that nigga like, y'all ain't gonna run my ass over.
Y'all excuse Kawhi Leonard. If y'all don't really know about Kawhi Leonard, he's a one-tone monotone type guy. You probably won't know what type of mood he's in because he speaks at one tone and has one look the entire time. So I mean, just y'all seen what he said.
That motherfucker speak at one frequency.
I believe.
You can't tell that nigga sad or he happy.
I believe it was a good
that
game.
That nigga got an all in one emotion.
If it was my opinion, I think we should go back to the East and West.
His game is good, but that nigga is boring as hell.
Shout out to Kawhi Leonard, man. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard. That's right, bro. That laugh is priceless.
Well, imagine how that Kawhi Leonard nigga laughed. He probably laughed like the fucking Grim Reaper or somebody.
Oh man, but Kawhi did his thing though, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, he didn't know his game, but his goddamn, it's goddamn.
He was taking over. He took over, bro. He was taking over that.
That nigga. I guarantee that nigga gonna have a week off after the All-Star game gone. You have a month off. Some fake ass injury. Because they said this. Is what I heard the nigga say. They didn't see him on crutches. I heard a nigga say because it was okay. I thought the guy was bullshit. But he said, "Have you ever seen Kawhi Leonard on crutches before? After he had that false ass surgery, right?" And I'm like,
that we might have to talk about that in another episode. I've heard a lot of people they coming out and saying that a lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this stuff is scripted. Some of these guys do be faking injuries. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? All we know is that when they on the floor, man, it's entertaining to watch.
I'm trying to see how they only caught Chauncey Billups.
You know how they caught him. Come on now. You know how they got Chauncey.
They go get the black nigga quick.
Yeah, man. This is what Obama had to say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Listen what he got to say.
Have a little more pride in that All-Star game. That All-Star
game. Shit about basketball.
It's broke, man. Look, it's not as if y'all don't play pickup.
He's faking that goddamn.
You know how to play in a way that, all right, I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to take anybody out.
I don't know
when
if y'all
Kobe
can hear it.
and Michael,
I can't hear.
You still can't hear that, bro.
I can't hear shit, bro. I can't hear nothing.
Man, you might need to check.
Just play
check
it, bro. You can just play it for them.
You might need to check. Yeah, let me play this, and I'll let you know what's going on.
Because we know Obama
y'all gotta have a little
lying
more
tongue.
pride in that All-Star game. That All-Star game's it's broke, man. Look, it's not as if y'all don't play pickup during the summers.
Right.
You know how to play in a way that, all right, I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to take anybody out. When Kobe and Michael and Isaiah,
lick of that goddamn
those guys were playing, man, they wanted to win. Y'all need to do something. Because
We got to figure it out.
Because I ain't watching nothing.
Yeah, you see it? Yeah, okay, hold on. Izzy.
Oh, I know he ain't finna throw no basketball in no motherfucking hoop. Yeah, this dangerous guy right here.
He said they need to do something about it, man. You know what I'm saying? He said that they
probably
haven't
watched the shit.
Oh, he definitely watching. He was courtside. He watched more of the game than you did, Izzy.
Yeah, that might be. He might have been a motherfucking clone, Obama.
He watched more. He watched more of the game than you did.
Now I watched some of it. I watched the first game with the Warner All-Star. I had to go back and watch the other shit in the 3-point contest. And I got to go back and watch some more of it. But I didn't watch because I thought it was one game. I didn't know they was broken up into 4 brackets. I just seen when Kawhi Leonard was cooking. I was like, damn, Kawhi got a bag on him. But I got to go back and watch the Anthony Edwards thing.
You know what? I haven't been tapped into wrestling, Earth Healing Angels. They said they're going to be asking we can be talking some wrestling on here. But I do like it. I might tap in a little bit. I'm a little behind, but I may try to catch up. We'll see what's up with
that shit since the Undertaker and Kane and all the motherfuckers.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh boy, I know what you're talking about right there, man. You don't know about that.
Yeah, we can kind of run. I'm gonna holler at you too after the show, Zan, when you get off.
Yeah, man.
2 minutes.
So let's see what Anthony Edwards had to say. I think we already watched this already.
Yeah, we watched that one.
Yeah. So, but again, I want to play this again because look.
And what do you
Sorry for my language. That's what happened.
talk about being competitive? You all go to overtime.
Hey man, so it is what it is.
You wanted the ball. That first.
Hey, it's back, man. It's back, whether you like it or not. Izzy don't agree. Some of the chat don't agree. So that's just kind of one of those things where we're gonna have to see y'all moving forward as far as the energy as we're at the stretch run of this final season, moving into the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is another episode of Zam Sports. I'm your host, Zam. We got our guest in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to Game Blitz Izzy. Game Blitz Izzy. Let them know where to find you at, man.
You can find me Game Blitz Izzy 6. You know what I'm saying? YouTube page.
Oh, praise.
But let me holler at you when you get off here, Zam Ryan, when you're in the stream.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. So with that being said, man, y'all drop your comments. Appreciate you guys joining us live. You know what I'm saying? We also appreciate, you know what I'm saying, my guy, Ifani Walker, who came in the building, you know what I'm saying, showed some love, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all and everybody else chiming in. So we'll catch you guys next time for another episode of Zam Sports. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Gone.